In this video, I'm going to tell you how much I made on RedBubble in February of 2021. Let's go. Thanks for joining me on this video. My name is Juna with Detour Shirts, the channel all about helping you design and sell t-shirts online. If that's something you like to do, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. So in this video, I'm going to share with you what I made in February of 2021 on RedBubble. So for those of you that aren't familiar with RedBubble, it's a site on the internet where artists can sell their work and put it on things like t-shirts, posters, mugs. Actually, RedBubble has a ton of different things, even up to comforters and other things that are more high profit items. So if you are an artist and you haven't checked out RedBubble, you should check it out. It's a great way to get some extra income and sell your artwork online to people. So for those of you that have been following me, you might have seen my other income reports like this one I did last month. I'm going to put a link to those in my comments. It'll be the first comment so you can see all my income reports for the last 4 months from RedBubble. I think it's really interesting so that you can see the progression I've made in the last 4 months. So this month, I finally sold one of those high ticket items on RedBubble. You're gonna wanna watch this video to find out what that was, as well as how much I made in February. And I'm gonna share with you one RedBubble tip at the end of this video, as well as another addition of trend credits. So you're gonna wanna watch this whole video. There's lots to see in this video, so let's get started. So today we're gonna talk about my RedBubble February 2021 sales. What I use for this, if you're new to this video, is I just go to RedBubble and I download the CSV file. And in that file, it has all the information that I use in this video. You're gonna wanna look at yours if you're selling on RedBubble. This has a lot of data. I think I mentioned this before, but you just go in here and you can see what you sold in the last 3 months. I just kind of narrow it down to the last month. So in this case, February. So one thing to note is in January 2021, I had 906 designs on RedBubble, and I added just 14 designs in February to get a grand total of 920 designs in February. That's currently where I'm at right now. I really need to add more. I think if you're on RedBubble, you need to add at least 50 a month minimum, and I'm not even hitting that. So you can add up to 60 a day if you have that much to add, and I do, but I'm adding more towards Merch by Amazon just because I'm trying to build that one up more, and so this is kind of lagging behind. But the thought is the more you add to RedBubble, the better chances you have of making a sale. So that's why it's important to keep adding designs to RedBubble. So this is my sales by day in February 2021. You can see it's up and down. That's basically what it's showing here. Some days I don't sell anything. Some days I sell over $40 worth of products and everywhere in between. So that's kind of how February went. Traffic's kind of the same way, just up and down, up and down. And all of this is on the RedBubble dashboard. So you can see for yourself how many visitors you got, how many sales you made a day. Really cool. One of the cool things right here is I had 19 products sell of one thing. And I'm not showing you what that one thing is, but just that one thing made me $54. So sometimes you have some really good sellers, and you can see my next big seller was 15, didn't make me as much. We'll get into why this one actually made a lot more, so stay tuned for that. So I made these pie charts here just to show you the difference between January 2021 and February 2021. So in January, I sold 125 products. In February, I sold a lot less, so 91 products only. But you can see here, I'm still selling a lot more stickers. I didn't sell a magnet in February. I sold one in January, but you can see here I sold some other things. And one of those things is a comforter. Yeah, so these are some of the new products that I sold in February. A comforter, a fitted mask, a spiral notebook, and a V-neck. And I've been waiting to sell a comforter for the longest time, and that's because it is a high profit item. You can see this one comforter gave me $19 profit, just that one sale. So if I could just sell 10 of these comforters in 1 month, that would be $190 worth of profit. This is really cool. So other things you can see here, a hoodie gave me $11 profit. Lightweight hoodie gave me $9 profit. So this is one of the 19 products that sold for that top design. So that was really nice. So you can see I made this table as well. So this was not in the CSV file, but I made this anyway, just to show you like the difference between clothes and stickers, which are usually my top 2 selling products. So right here, January profit, $262. February profit, just a little behind with $217. So you can see January actually beat out my February. And I'm going to share with you why I think that is. But February right here, just a little less. And you can see some of the differences. Stickers and clothes, almost the same. I sold a lot more stickers in January and a lot more clothes. And you can see here, I have this comforter, which accounted for 9%. Just that one comforter accounted for 9% of my profit from RedBubble. And I sold a spiral notebook, which is different. Masks are still selling a little bit. Didn't sell the magnet or the mug in February. So that's what that's showing. So this is interesting as well. So out of those 125 products in January, my top seller had 13 sales, where in February with 91 products, my top design had 19 sales. So multiple products there with that one design. And one of those sales was that comforter. So that was really cool. Let me show you here. Same thing, just showing you that different designs sell month to month. If you followed any of my previous videos, you'll know that different designs sell month to month. In this month of February, I sold 5 new designs in February, designs that didn't sell in the last few months or so. So those are new designs. So that's just to tell you, it's always advantageous to keep adding more and more designs. You can see as you add more designs, you have a better chance of making sales. So look at your top sellers and design more like those. So of course, I'm going to go back and look at these top sellers and try to design things like those. Here, I wanted to let you know, why did my profit go down in February from January? Typically, January is one of the lower months. And I think February, because it only had 28 days in the month, I had a couple days less to make the higher profit. And of course, I didn't upload enough. I only uploaded 14 designs. So I need to add a lot more designs if I want to have a bigger profit next month. And I didn't actually upload a lot of holiday designs. I should have uploaded, Valentine's Day stuff, St. Patrick's Day stuff, things that people were going to buy in February. And I didn't do that. So that's my fault. And because of that, my profit went down. So just always think of things that people are going to buy that month or the month or two ahead, so that you can get ahead and sell for that month and get those sales. My goals for March is I'm going to add more designs, more than 14. I'm hoping to add at least 50 and concentrate those on Mother's Day. If you've seen any of my other videos, Mother's Day is a huge one. I need to add more for that so I don't miss out. And I need to design for more t-shirts and hoodies, because those are bigger profit items, and comforters. If I can get another sale for that, that would be great. Add more funny designs. That's my niche that typically sells well for me. And so I'm going to try and concentrate on that to try and get more sales. You need to figure out what niche is good for you and design more for that. I just had one more thing though. One more thing I wanted to tell you. This is the kind of the RedBubble tip that I wanted to share with you. For those of you doing RedBubble, you don't want to miss this. That is, remember that one design had 19 sales? That one design was added in September 2020. So you never know what design is going to help you in the long run. This design was for a trend that I knew was coming at the beginning of the year. So I designed for it in September. So I got way ahead of the trend. And this was the design that sold for the comforter. This was the design that made me $54. And one design can make a huge difference, right? So continue to add more and more things and try and get ahead of holiday trends and trends that you know are coming. This design was one that I knew was going to sell, or I was hoping would sell in January and February, and it did. So that paid off. Really lucky to have this design as part of my portfolio. So my advice to you is to look ahead and make sure to add as many designs as you can, especially for those things that you think will sell in 2 or 3 months, maybe 4 months ahead. So that is my RedBubble tip for this video. And that is it. That is the end for this February 2021 income report. Thanks so much for watching this video. Let me know in the comments how you did in February. Let me know if February was better or worse for you than January. Typically, February is just a little bit better, but for me, it wasn't this year. Maybe next year. And of course, I needed to add more and more designs to help that out. So thanks for following me. If you want to see some of my other videos, go back in my channel and you can see all my RedBubble incomes from the last 4 months, kind of track it and see where I ended up here. So thanks so much for staying till the end, and your reward is another edition of Trend Credits. Thanks for joining me for this trend credit. Here is your trend, International Women's Day 2021. You can see here really cool designs and super low BSRs. Look at those super low BSRs. Very awesome. Let's check Merch Informer. Merch Informer is giving it an A, so you know it's good. If you don't have Merch Informer, I have a link in the description for Merch Informers. So one thing to note about this International Women's Day I wanted to share with you is check this merch calendar out, and you can see that International Women's Day is actually on the 8th, so it's less than a week away. You may not get any sales for this because you probably should have uploaded it earlier, but I wanted to share this trend with you because you may not have known about it if you didn't look at a calendar like this. So there's lots of different holidays out there. Think about at least a month or two ahead. So if you go to April on this merch calendar, you can see some of the other things on here that you may not have thought of. I totally forgot about International Women's Day. So even though it's probably too late to do this trend, I wanted to share this with you because you can see super low BSRs for a holiday that you might not have thought of. So think about that when looking at the other months, April and May, and look at some of these, and maybe it's a holiday in here that you might not have thought of. Do your research and see if they're selling on Amazon. Look at the BSRs and maybe get into that one. So that is your trend today, International Women's Day 2021, as well as any of those holidays that you may not have thought of to do in the next few months. So that is it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If this video gave you some value, and I hope it did, give it a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I got one right here in the bottom corner. Thanks for watching again. And as always, guys, keep creating and keep learning. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.